All right, today I'm talking about top dress and nitrogen. As you can see, the corn is getting pretty good now. This is one of my most fertile fields. You can see how it's starting to come along, but it's starting to get high. It's time to get the nitrogen on. I usually say about knee high is when I want to get through and top dress with nitrogen. I got a good canopy going on there, so the weeds should be soon at bay. But this is my sprayer. It's a 500-gallon Demco. It's not the fanciest rig in the world. I know there's a lot nicer ones out there, but for the amount of ground I cover, it's more than enough. It's got suspension on the boom for going along rough terrain. Nozzles are on every 20 inches. I only have a couple on that are no drip. It's kind of a pain. I should upgrade that eventually. I have it all opened up here now. It's manual boom, manual control, but I have it opened up now. I have a couple hoses I want to replace. The other day I was spraying the volunteer corn and the beans, and I had a hose that came off and was spraying behind. I couldn't see it, so I'm sure I missed some in the field and have a dead spot, but I'll try to get that remedied before I go at putting nitrogen on. So what we have, we need the nozzles on every 30 inches for your rows of corn. As you can see, these are on 20-inch centers now. There's some of them here that are capped. These are caps every 30. So you start in the center where you have a row of corn underneath you. I think that's, yeah, I straddle 2 rows with the tractor. So I have one right dead center. I think that's how I'll have to look at it. Every 30 inches you put on one of these drop hoses here. Just has a drop hose to get down, and these will drag behind the, let me get one out here, it's a little bit better. Here's a good one. This sprayer is new to me this year. My old one wasn't the best for what I'm doing, but see, these will thread right on to where the cap is, and then these will drag. This one's a little short. These will drag behind the sprayer and put nitrogen on in between the rows of corn. Ideally, that's what you want it. I don't do it on a day like today when it's nice and sunny and windy and just setting it on the top of the ground. It's going to evaporate. I like to do it the evening before a heavy rain. So this year, with the rain we've been having, shouldn't be an issue. I was looking at the forecast. I don't have any hay laying because there's rain the next 2 weeks. So I should be able to get at the corn and get the nitrogen on. So you just take one of these caps off, and then in here, it's just the opening. I put a screen. Now this isn't the best system either. I don't have the stainless ones. These here are brass. And brass corrodes in the nitrogen. But the stainless ones are like $1.84 a piece. And I forget how many I need. I know it does 18 rows of corn, but I don't want to spend that kind of money on just a little steel orifice. These brass ones are pretty cheap. They don't have the holes in them. I drill the holes. I just punch a small hole in. I have to figure out what my old one was to see what size hole it is, but I'm aiming for 40 gallons of nitrogen on per acre. So once I get the holes drilled and get this rig all put together and assembled with all the drop hoses, this here field will be my test field. Like I said, it's the most fertile. I don't think it's lacking nitrogen too much. What I'm putting on is just going to help carry it on. I have some shaly fields where the corn really needs some nitrogen. So this will be my test field. This one's 4.5 acres. It wraps around the building here. I'll just put enough nitrogen in the sprayer for 4.5 acres and see how I can see how it goes. See if I run out early or if I have some left over. That way I know I need to put a little more pressure to the drop hoses. But that's how I put nitrogen on the corn. I know a lot of guys put it on early in the season beforehand. I guess that has its place, but I find that this works pretty good. The corn's knee high. This is the time when it's looking for more nutrients. You just drive between the rows. Yeah, you're gonna drive some down, that's how it is. Especially with this sprayer, I got 4 tires on the sprayer, those walking tandems. So it is nice that it holds the weight of whatever's in the spray tank. That's why I can use a 60 horsepower tractor on it. But a lot of guys say it's best to use a 3-point mounted. Well, and then you need a bigger tractor to hold the weight of the nitrogen. So today, like I say, it's windy, it's sunny, it's real warm. Today's not a good day to be doing it. I'd be evaporating, but I got to get these hoses all assembled on the sprayer, and get the holes drilled in these orifices, get the right size diameter, and get everything capped that shouldn't be a nozzle right now, and keep an eye on the forecast, and I can do my test run when I get a chance. So that's how I do it. That's how a lot of my neighbors do it. You see the quickest results doing it this way, I think. I don't know, I watched a lot of videos. I like Jake Ziegler's videos with the anhydrous, with the putting it right in the ground. I mean, that rig of his, that's the way to do it. There are a couple guys around here that messed around with anhydrous, but for the majority of the farmers around here, this is how it's done. It's you wait for a heavy rain to wash the nitrogen down in the soil, and we set it right on top, and let it work its way down to the root system. So if I get a chance, I can make a video of this thing in action, driving through the fields of corn. I could show you some of my worst corn. I don't need to be showing the best stuff right away. I do have some that's a lot worse than this on the shaly knuckles on the hills. So thanks for watching.